The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate it all. Some few months ago, a lot happened in Africa, especially Burkina Faso, because we had a group of people who were arrested trying to assassinate Captain Ibrahim Traore. Some were generals, some were people outside, some were ex-ministers. A whole lot of people, civilians, were all part. And there was a name that kept ringing, which was Paul Damiba, the ex-president of Burkina Faso, that was taken out by Captain Ibrahim Traore. That didn't end. They went ahead to mention the name of the Ivorian president, Alassane Ouattara, that Alassane Ouattara was the one receiving the money and making sure they disbursed the money. From there, we saw that our all-in-all road to Togo, so that Paul Santiago Damiba will be brought back into Burkina Faso to face trial. And ever since he came into Burkina Faso, we haven't heard anything. The recent report is suggesting that Paul Damiba had started talking. According to the claim that is coming right now, is that Paul Henry Damiba claimed that there is a lodge, and in this lodge we have a head who is the president. So the president of a country is actually the chief of this lodge, and that they do a lot of sacrifices according to the claim that is coming in. And even before they came to even try taking out Captain Ibrahim Traore, there were a lot of sacrifices. Some claim that about 7 virgins were sacrificed so they can get the power in order to have access to Captain Ibrahim Traore.
From Burkina Faso, and let me tell you, this one is going to shock you. This man that you are seeing here is the ex-president of Burkina Faso, Paul Henry Sandago Damiba, and you won't believe that he has confessed that they sacrificed 7 virgins to ensure that a coup d'etat inside Burkina Faso happens and it becomes successful. According to Paul Damiba, they were trying to eliminate the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore. According to his confession, he's saying that he regrets a lot because they shedded a lot of blood in trying to remove the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, and he is seeking leniency or even forgiveness for what he was doing. Also, according to trusted sources, a lot of information was found inside his phone, and this information explains everything that was happening in Burkina Faso. How they tried to assassinate the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, and how they were planning to apply Machiavellian rule if they take power inside Burkina Faso to ensure that they crush everybody who is near the president of Burkina Faso or a friend of Ibrahim Traore.
Very, very loudly. But today, you are not ready to know who the leader is. Who is the head of this lodge there? Family. Listen, very well. Before starting, Damiba says he has a migraine. He was told since before. You say you have a migraine, but you were given the tablet. He says it will be fine. He is going to speak. He is asked the question of who the leader is in their group. Who are called the persons. That is to say, their head. He says, I still implore your clemency. I will tell everything. It should be noted that the lodge is organized in the image of a political power. Yes, he says that the lodge is organized in the image of a political power. Listen now. We had in this lodge a president who is the head, who coordinates all our sacrifices. We have a direct deputy of the head of the lodge. We also have a minister, and we have those who are charged with executing various sacrifice, missions, sons. Family, it's strong. That is to say, they are organized. The head himself, the leader of this lodge, Damiba, says that it is a head of state. That it is a head of state. He said here, very, very well. The leader there, it's a head. It's a president. It's a president of a country. But, at the end, he gave the name. Share this video as much as possible. You are not ready to know. Who is the head of this lodge? You are not after, you are not going to believe. First try to guess a bit in the comments according to you. Who is the head of this lodge? Me, when I asked the question. In my previous video, 2 days ago, there are many who gave the name of the leader. And it was Exxon. Yes, it was Exxon. Go back to the previous video, where it was asked, according to you, who is the head of that lodge? You are going to see. There are people who are truly geniuses, who found the name. Yes, because Damiba gave the same name here. I'm coming back with our video. Share as much as possible. I'm coming back with our video. My brothers and sisters, Damiba is starting to get grilled. The information that I am currently giving you, there is not yet official, but on the down low we have it. And if I dared to talk to you about it today, it's because Anonymous Alpha, who has eyes, that is to say eyes in the shadows there, who sees everything happening in the lagoons of Abidjan. He released the information himself, and what he said is what we already knew on the down low. But for example, I told you that operations, when the people attacking us start to soften, start asking with outstretched hands, it's because there is something behind it. In your name, the president of our country starts with C. And behind that, what Damiba is doing on the Burkina Faso side, to destabilize Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, with his ally, puppet of a country whose name starts with B. What is incredible is that the name of another country is mentioned in the story. The story of Bale is not only the story of Bale, but also the brother country. There is also a name of a country whose name starts with S. My brothers and sisters, the hour is grave. Damiba is getting grilled. But the revelations are even bloodier. Because we are talking about sacrifice, please. Of virgins. And the virgins, who are they? They are babies. Babies that are sacrificed to be able to give power to those who will come to torture us. My brothers and sisters, I hope you are sitting comfortably, because now, before reading this, I'm going to first break it down for you. This you will understand well, but it's malicious friends. Him. He is commanded by the name of Mr. the Pitiful. Who is over there? Who rages in the country, whose name starts with C. So they made a first sacrifice in the country, of virgins in the country, whose name starts with C. But so that this sacrifice takes hold well, it goes to the second sacrifice, and it was necessary to go to a country, whose name starts with B, where there is someone who carries a lot of talent and pants there, of which, so arrived there, it seems that the country whose name starts with C, the president normally, should have himself represented, but he decided to come in the plane. And in the plane there was the representative of Damiba, there was the president whose country's name starts with C, and there was the representative of the country, whose name starts with S. They all found themselves in the name of the country, whose name starts with B. You all understood right? Okay. Arrived there, it was then necessary to, they were housed in a hotel, so it was then necessary to make a sacrifice of virgins again at midnight. So Mr. Damso, the man of the thing, explains to us that a midwife in a hospital in the country, whose name starts with B, took 10 babies. 10 babies as a sacrifice. Lord, what are Africans not capable of doing? To be in the light. To be able to serve the master. So, that's how the hour of sacrifice arrives. They say they will meet somewhere at midnight. At midnight. There. Someone who was sent, a grandfather who certainly heard the baby's cries, appears out of nowhere. And he asks them what is needed. We end with the grandfather there, and then he begins the sacrifice. So they put on the ground. Pour the blood of children who asked for nothing. Lord, I hope the punishment of these people will be in the image of what they have done. When they finished it like that, they left. And so now the president, whose name starts with C, found himself with his friend Pantalon. They started this list with other things to do. So they consulted each other, and so with their friend, their representative of the country, whose name starts with S. They finished. So there the decision was that Patrice Pantalon had to give. No, the name whose country starts with B. The leader of this country said he had to give 200 men. And the one whose country starts with S, he had to give 79 men. But the country whose name starts with C, I don't know where. In Mali, they sent you 49. I don't know what he had. The number 49. I think you should play the number 49 there in the lottery. It must bring in something. I don't know, he only had to give 49 people. So now that Damson has started to speak, we removed the faces for Mali and Burkina Faso. We did this, we did that because it's over. For them, my brothers and sisters, the hour is grave. Damson has started to speak, as he has a bad headache at some point. When he finished, he says that my migraines are starting again from outside. I'm going to get cooked. But let me sleep a little, because it seems he sleeps a lot. He sleeps a lot. My brothers and sisters, what is the black man not capable of doing to be in the light? Sacrificing babies, and who is it? It's a woman. A woman who goes to get the babies of another woman. To give to devils. To be able to sacrifice. So that they spill the blood of Africans. so that they come to power. Hey, share my brothers and sisters. It's nothing but the beginning. It's nothing but the beginning. I'm saying nothing. I got it from somewhere. But even if I know this, I have the information here, but soon, it will come out officially. We ask our authorities for a trial. Broadcast live so that the whole world and Africans see. Once, what we, who are fighting for the liberation of Africa, especially us who are fighting for the AES, we are on the right side of history, because what we denounce is exactly what is happening on the ground. Oh Lord, sacrifice of virgins, of babies to be in the light. Oh black man.
This is amazing. And I remember when these things happened, somebody left a comment and told me that he believes that Paul Santiago being arrested wouldn't change the narrative, because it's like the people that are involved in doing this thing are many. So after Paul is arrested, they still have other people in the group that will be working. And they said he has mentioned the name of the person that is the chief and what they do there and the things they have been doing. And I don't know why people are so eager for power, to the point that they will allow themselves to be used to destroy their own kind. And all these leaders that we have in these democratic elected, that we see them to be angels, and they claim they're fighting for us. After the Damiba trial, we'll get to know that majority of these people that we respect so much and we believe they're Pan-Africans who are fighting for the goodness of the continent are the same people they are using to make sure they destroy us. Because it's like a network and it is controlled, or other people are aware of it. So they are using the people in this network to destroy the continent, to make sure that any leader that rises in Africa to stand up for the people, they take the person out. And for how long will we continue in this path? For how long? A lot is happening in the dark that we are not aware of. And this is the time for us all, like I say, the youth to unite. Our unity is the only thing that can change the continent. If we continue to leave everything on the people that we claim we have elected, Africa will never get to a place we want it to be, and we'll continue to suffer. And maybe our time, things will even be better than the children and our grandchildren when we are no more. Just like other people sacrificed and fought for us, we also need to sacrifice or fight for the generations that will come. Slavery shouldn't be something that we will be leaving as inheritance for other people. So a lot will come out. And we are hoping that by the time that they will finish with everything, it should be televised like the way the other ones were televised, so that we can see. So it wouldn't be like somebody decided to cook stories, to paint whatever. You understand how at the end of the day, these people will turn out framing things, and a lot of us who are still mentally enslaved wouldn't understand, because we believe that they are the most credible and they always carry nothing but the truth to us. This is the way they have been able to put the African mindset. A lot is happening. I never expected to hear of a lodge like this, that there will be something like sacrificing, and we will have, I just thought it's a network that maybe we have people, you understand how network works. But this one is so deep. It's very, very deep. And as Africans, things are changing and things are being exposed for us to continue to learn the physical way and the spiritual aspect as well. Damiba will expose a lot of things to us. I know as time goes on, we'll get to hear a lot of things concerning all these things that are happening. And we'll continue to follow and monitor the situation of what is going to happen. Then we'll update ourselves so we can know how to tread. Because it's like this time, things will expose for us all to understand things the more, because we are made to believe that this is a physical world, and for that matter, nothing spiritual works. These things are happening. These things are actually happening. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize our source from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.